Well, hello, and thank you for tuning in to Truth TV News. I'm Vincent Rose, your host, and I saw this and I wanted to make a comment or two about it. Lead developer at Google Earth believes the Earth is flat. And this here article says that the lead developer at Google has stirred some trouble by claiming that the Earth is flat. Thomas Wilkinson, 29, has been working for the company for 7 years and is in charge of strategy and operations at Google Earth. Wilkinson is a team leader of 10 engineers and is tasked with overseeing the general function of the Google Earth software. Wilkinson made a post on Twitter questioning official theories and claims. Everything in the world is theory, from black holes to the roundness of the Earth. He also made a post denouncing modern science, Google, and NASA, confirming his stance. As a lead Google developer for over 7 years, it is my responsibility to finally address our terrestrial landscape. In a blog post he linked says, after years of diligent study and intent work, I have concluded there is no way the world can be spherical. Given how our data at Google has never matched up to NASA's data, and given how modern technology simply cannot measure the magnitude of such a planet, we can never really be guaranteed the Earth is spherical. The truth is, this idea is so ingrained in our culture that no one questions it. Well, I'm questioning it. And this tweet and post didn't come without a price. Following his tweet and blog post, Google has suspended Wilkinson to settle this situation internally. So that's what you get for speaking out and speaking the truth. We live in a world now where, truth can get you in a lot of trouble. And obviously that is true. Because you can see that this young man, because he was brave enough to actually do it. Brave enough to stand up for what he knows. Let me see if I can find a little bit more on this. I'm going to Thomas Wilkinson's Google, and this is on Twitter. And maybe you can tell me how this works, because here there is someone explaining what happened to the information that Thomas Wilkinson had put out. And apparently it's telling us that when he posted these things, he was censored. And it says we removed something you posted. And then also Facebook temporarily blocked him. And then LinkedIn, I don't know quite what they did to him, but your constant censorship of the flat earth validates its importance, is what Verum Bellator said. Flat earthers are being silenced. Lead developer Thomas Wilkinson at Google Earth knows the Earth is flat. And I don't know. You let me know what you think about this. I know that there are going to be a lot of people possibly to say things like you need more proof, and maybe you would like to do your own research and find out whether or not this is true. But right now, I'm looking at it, and it looks very, very true, because some of the statements that were made is consistent with the truth. For instance, black holes. Black holes are theoretical, and they do not exist in the real world until someone actually goes out in space and sees a real black hole, and tells us that they've experienced the black hole and the event horizon and all of the things that they say about black holes is that, again, it's a star that is um, imploded. I believe that might be what they're saying, and then it gets so um, small that the black hole sucks everything, pulls gravity into it. Well, in order for the black hole to work, it has to have gravity, right? So that's all theoretical. And so what he was saying is that everything in the world is theory. And if he's as bright as most people that work at Google, or most of the people who work at Google have to be, then I'm sure that there are a number of people who work at Google in the background, not just him, who are questioning everything, especially since they get firsthand experience at reading the post of many of the flat earthers who are willing to step out there and put out all of this content about the earth being flat. So, there's enough content out there, and there's enough reason to doubt that the earth is round or a sphere. Certainly, there's a reason for that because, uh, right now, think about it. There's so much more information out there, and I just put one out there, and I'm thinking about some of the things that I've read, and some of the research that I've done myself, and in particularly one research when it comes down to Nicholas Copernicus and his ties to the Masonic organization, the Roman Catholic Church, and the Jesuit order, and how he himself did not want to release that there was such a thing as a solar system until after his death because he knew it was all a fraud. And how Nicholas Copernicus came up with the whole idea of a globular model of the earth and a solar system from hermetic magic and not actual research or actual observation. So there's just so much involved in this whole thing that the rabbit hole is really runs deep. So I imagine this young man here is just probably fed up with all of the lies of NASA, all of the lies of Google. How it's almost like he's trying to tell on the wizard who is behind the curtain. In the Wizard of Oz, the wizard, the Wiz is out in front, but then you have this man pulling the strings in the back, and he actually is behind the curtain, and he knows a lot of the stuff that Google is doing to make people think that the Earth is round. Just with their software and everything, and how they have Google Earth and all of that stuff is CGI, and how he knows there are no such things as satellites because Google goes around, takes pictures of houses, and flies over their house and takes a picture of it. And he already knows these things. So imagine he's ready to blow the whistle.
That was great. Practice makes perfect. Give me another week.